Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Today we are from group 4. We'll present the material about language change together with me, Abdul Salam.
My name is Dian Sariolan.
My name is Mirnayati.
I am Nova Persona.
Okay, here we will explain about the definition of language change and the types of language change. So let's go to the slide. The definition of language change. Language change is the phenomenon by which permanent alterations are made in the feature and the use of language over time. A natural language change and language change affects on various language use. Types of language change include sound changes, lexical changes, semantic changes, and syntax changes. The branch of linguistics that is especially concerned with the changes in a language or in language over time is historical linguistics, also known as diachronic linguistics.
Okay, next. Types of language change. Language change may be broadly divided into two categories. There are external change and internal change. External change is mainly caused by the addition of borrowing, whereas internal change is caused by the addition and loss of sounds and lexical items. Okay, the first is sound change. Traditionally, historical linguistic studies begin with sound change, which is a term to describe the passage of historical transition from a given phoneme of group of phonemes to another. The change of Germanic is K into Old English is H. Okay, the second is grammatical change. Grammatical change is the change in grammar and vocabulary. By grammatical change, the members of a grammatical set are increased or reduced in number, and the means involved in marking grammatical categories are extended. Since such changes are carried out in accordance with patterns which already exist in the language. Okay, the third is lexical change. Indeed, there is no distinct dividing line between grammatical change and lexical change. Many a time the two interact. The vocabulary of a language is more strictly called the lexis of a language, and it is lexical items which are examined. Okay, the fourth is semantic change. Diachronic semantics studies semantic change, whereas synchronic semantics accounts for semantic relationships, simple or multiple. Semantic change is caused by linguistic, historical, environmental, psychological causes. It is caused by foreign influence and the need for a new name. Okay, next is about linguists have divided sound change into three categories. There are unconditional or generic changes. A generic or unconditional change is a change that affects every occurrence of a certain sound no matter whereabout in the words it occurs. For example, Old English A changes everywhere to Middle English O, and to Modern English is O. Yeah. For example, the word harm became home in Middle English and home in Modern English, but unconditional or generic changes are rare. Okay, the second is conditional or combinatory changes. Conditional or combinatory changes are changes which occur only under a fixed set of conditions. Allophones of phoneme, says Lehman, are generally restricted to certain environments. Here they are conditioned by their surroundings. When such allophones undergo a change, we speak of a conditioned or a combinatory change. For example, M-E, U to in E-U after labels. P-G-M-C, F-O-S to V-D-J when not preceded by the shift citrus. Okay, the last is sporadic or miscellaneous changes. It is not easy to draw the line between conditional change and sporadic change since the two merge into one another. So we treat the word sporadic very loosely to mean a change of phoneme that does not occur elsewhere. The most important types of sporadic changes are: here there are assimilation, dissimilation, metathesis, antithesis, hypology, vowel mutation, and the last is elation. Okay.
And the type of analogy is first, pure grammatical. For example, can become could in the past tense. This on the basis of will become would, should become should. Second, semantics. For example, male and female. This English borrowed the French word male and female, but because of their semantic relationship, female become female under the influence of male. And the last, basic formation. For example, back from bigger, after pair such as sing from singer. Lexical chain can be divided into three categories. First, loss of lexical items. Lexical loss is phenomenon in which a particular use of word disappears. These lexical loss items are classified into anonymous class. And second, change of meaning. Change of meaning refers to the alternation of the meaning of existing word, as well as the addition of a new meaning to a particular word. When a word loses in the old meaning and comes to refer to something different, the result is a change in the word meaning. And the last, creation of new lexical items. Creation of a new lexical items, it is because external and internal borrowings word. For the example of external borrowings, English has borrowed from French the words like crown, power, state, and etc.
Next is about type. There are three types of semantic change. First is change due to linguistic reason. For example, contagion, the negative use of past, person, point, ring, jomis, show to purely syntagmatic condition. And the second is change due to historical reasons. For example, the thing mean becomes modified in the course of cultural development, whereas the name remains unaltered. And the last is change due to social stratification. And there are two types of this change in the following manner. First is non-effective change. For example, residue change, ellipsis, name giving, modification in the referent. And The second is effective change, such as speaker on feeling, expansion, attraction, and his regard for the hearer's emotion. And the last is about the conclusion. Language change is the phenomenon by which permanent alterations are made in the future and the use of a language over time. All natural language change and language change affect all areas of language use. And language change may be broadly divided into two categories. There are external change and internal change. External change is mainly caused by the adoption of foreign words. Internal change is caused by the addition and loss of sound and lexical items. Coinage of new words and extension. Level-wise study of the language change may be made in the term of sound change, and then grammatical change, lexical change, and semantic change. Okay, that's all for our
presentation today. Thank you for watching this video. I hope this video is useful. And the last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.